Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash, double honors unto the elders and to the apostles of Great Stone, and salutations to the hopeful elect, the men that are pushing this truth in the four corners, in the highways and byways. Alright, with all fear and sincerity to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. Alright, this is Brother Yakal, and this video gonna be entitled, We Shall Receive Crowns of Yahweh, Wa Yahushai. Alright. And this is 1 Corinthians chapter 9, verse 24. It says, Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? So run that ye may obtain. So carnally speaking, when men run a race, only the person that brought first, they receive the prize. But today you have the first, second, and third men receiving prizes, but the one that has the most glory is the one that brought first. All right. So as Paul is saying is that we ought to run this race, so that we could obtain that prize. You know what I mean? We being in this truth, we have to be diligent in this truth so that we could obtain that prize. It says 25, and every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. So we have to do this, be in this truth, do the works, study to show ourselves approved unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, so that we can receive that crown, that incorruptible crown, you know, like the scripture talk about, lay up your treasures in heaven, where moth or where moth would not corrupt, roughly paraphrasing, so we have to run so that we could obtain that uh incorruptible crown. you know this is second peter second Peter chapter 1, verse 10. It says, wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure, for if ye do these things ye shall never fall. And that's the point. That's how you run, so that you could receive that crown. That's how you're gonna run, so that you could receive that prize, by giving all diligence in this truth to make your calling and election sure. And real quick, I want to just show what the word diligence mean, or diligent. All right. I'm gonna spell this right. Yes. All right. Diligent. It says, um, the etymology from Middle English diligent, from Old French diligent, from Latin diligence, present participle of the ligere, to love, esteem much, literally to choose, select. All right. This from the or this, apart, from ligere, to choose. All right. So here it says, as an adjective, it says performing with intense concentration, hard working, focused. And that's how we give our diligence in this truth, by doing it with intense concentration. Like we focus, we know that we make the truth, our primary focus. We let our lives revolve around the truth, not the truth around our life. This become our full-time job. Our job in the world, that's part-time. And the things of this world, we make those things part-time. you know yeah, that's pretty much the point. So let me go back. It says, wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure, for if you do these things ye shall never fall. All right. And jump from there to second Esdras chapter 2 and I started verse 42. It says, I Esdras saw upon Mount Zion a great people whom I could not number, and they all praised the Lord with songs. They praise Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, with songs. In the midst of them there was a young man of high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their heads he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. So that was this Yahushai, giving crowns unto his men, the 144,000 men, the elect of the nation of Israel. You know, it says that, so I asked the angel, and he said, Sir, what are these? And he answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing and put on immortal, and that's it again. They put off the mortal clothing, the things of this world, the desires of this world, the lust, that their flesh, the pleasure, you know, and they put on immortal, which is this truth. Like the scripture say in Wisdom of Solomon chapter 15, it says to know thee, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, you know, is the root of immortality, which is this truth. This is the tree of life. Alright? So it says, and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of Yahweh. Now are they crowned and receive palms. They were diligent in the truth, and they receive palms. You know, yeah. Verse 46. It said, Then said I unto the angel, What young person is it that crowneth them, and giveth them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of the Most High, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of Yahweh. Then the angel said unto me, Go thy way, and tell my people what manner of things, and how great wonders Yahweh thy power shall thou great power of Yahweh thy power thou hast seen. You know? So we being in this truth, we shall receive crowns. As long as we stand stiffly for Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Throughout the hour temptation, when they gonna push the RFID chip, you know, once we remain for the Lord, we're gonna receive crowns. And it ain't gonna be anything that we've ever seen. The glory, the power, the honor that we shall receive, it gonna be magnificent. None of the celebrities on earth, we cannot imagine what we shall be, what we shall receive of the Lord, you know. All right. I'll jump from here to Revelation chapter 20 and get verse 4. It says, And I saw thrones, and they that sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them, and judgment was given unto them, rulership, power, honor given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushai, and for the word of the Most High, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads, or in their right hands, and they lived and reigned with a Mashiach 1,000 years, you know. So these men stood stiffly for the Lord, just like it said in Second Ezra chapter 4. They stood stiffly for the Lord throughout every temptation, you know, and they received judgment, their crown, their rulership, you know. Um, let me jump from here to First Peter. First Peter. Yeah, First Peter chapter 5 and verse 4, it says, And when the chief shepherd shall appear, ye shall receive a crown of glory that fadeth not away. There's a point. It's to the point. Alright? It says, let me get search this precept. Um Yeah, this is First John chapter 3 verse 2. It says, "Beloved." Yeah, it says, "Beloved, now are we the sons of the Most High, and it doeth not yet appear what we shall be, and what but we know that when he shall appear," referring to Yahushua, when Yahushua, returns, "we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is." The elect, they're gonna receive that the same stature of Yahushua, you know, but he gonna be the head, and they gonna receive that glory with the Lord, and they gonna reign with the Lord. All right, our minds cannot comprehend or even begin to imagine what we shall receive, what we shall be. All right, this is Romans chapter 8 verse 29. It says, "For whom he did foreknow, he also did predestinate to be conformed to the image of his son, that he might be the firstborn among many brethren." So the Lord Yahushai, he gonna be the firstborn, the head among many brethren. The 144,000 men. You know, the elect of Israel. He gonna be the firstborn among them. All right. Moreover, whom he did predestinate, them he also called, and whom he called, them he also justified, and whom he justified, them he also glorified. They're gonna receive glory. Those that were predestined from the beginning. All right. With that, I hope this video was edifying. Shalom.